Hello everyone. Tonight's show,
Jerry Vederman, Comic Supreme, tells hitherto unknown jokes.
go on.
So these two friends meet on the street. One friend says to the other, he says, I just came from the zoo. They have a new gorilla there who is an absolute mimic. Whatever you do, the gorilla does. And it's really humorous. You ought to check him out. Friend says, well, what are you talking about? He says, well, if you go like this, the gorilla goes like this. And if you go like this, the gorilla goes like this. And if you go like this, the gorilla goes like this. So the guy says, I'll have to check it out. He goes down to the zoo, stands in front of the gorilla cage, and he goes like this, and the gorilla goes like this. And he goes like this, and the gorilla goes like this. And he goes like this, and the gorilla goes like this. And he goes like this, and the gorilla goes crazy. Comes down to the bars, he pulls the bars apart, he jumps down, and he beats the shit out of this guy. Guy winds up in the hospital, plaster cast, traction. Friend comes to see him. He says, well, what happened to you? He says, well, I did what you said. I went to see the gorilla. I stood in front of the cage. I went like this, the gorilla went like this, and I went like this, and the gorilla went like this, and I went like this, and the gorilla went like this, and when I went like this, the gorilla goes crazy. He says, well, I neglected to tell you, but when you go like this in gorilla language, that means fuck you. He says, well, how am I supposed to know? Anyway, the guy recuperates in the hospital. After about 3 months, he's discharged from the hospital. And instead of going straight home, he goes to the supermarket. And he buys himself a length of Polish sausage. And he buys himself a kitchen knife. And he takes and he puts the kitchen knife and the Polish sausage in his belt. And now he goes back to the zoo. He stands in front of the gorilla cage and he goes like this and the gorilla goes like this. He goes like this and the gorilla goes like this. He goes like this and the gorilla goes like this. And then he takes and he ums his fly and he puts the Polish sausage out. And he takes a knife and he goes and he cuts the sausage in half. And he takes and he shoves the knife under the cage. And the gorilla picks up the knife and he looks down, he looks at the knife, he looks down, he looks at the guy and he goes,
Ba-dum-bum. Thank you very much.
ba-dum-ba-dum.